Hello, Kaiju campers. Vincent here with Camp Kaiju Monster Movie Podcast. Wanted to do something a little different for you today. Maybe start a new series. I know I say that a lot, but we'll see if this has legs. But I've been inspired by some other videos on Instagram, but Instagram Reels going live is a little too a little too much for my old man brain. So here I am on YouTube, where I know we do have a lot of listeners and followers. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to keep this short and brief, but I basically wanted to introduce you to where the magic happens, where I record Camp Kaiju Monster Movie Podcast here in Minneapolis. My partner and co-host in all this monster mayhem is Matt Levine. We do not live together. He is not around the corner, nor is Peter Lorre, I might add. They are cross town in their own basement lair, I'm sure. But as you can see, I've got some movie posters. I've got my DVD collection. Yeah, you can't see it off camera, but I have a whole shelf of VHS tapes, many of which from my youth. I grew up in the 20th century, in the 1990s. And so I've got a lot of movies from my youth: Jaws, Jurassic Park, let's see, some Godzillas, some movies and tapes I recorded off of the TV of all things. So what I'm going to do with this series is just kind of spotlight my film collection, but it's not just to talk about me. It's to talk about these movies and filmmakers which inspire the podcast Camp Kaiju. And just as I do with the podcast, my goal is to always just spread the love and the word of these movies, these cinematic classics, cult classics, so bad they're good movies, B movies, trash movies. And some of them aren't good, but what me and Matt love to discuss is the good, the bad, and the campy, because even some of the worst movies ever made, I'm talking about Ed Wood, for example, trauma movies, they are so entertaining and still offer discussions and topics and themes worthy of the kind of conversations we have on Camp Kaiju Monster Movie Podcast. So here I am going live on YouTube, just me in my basement with a microphone. Just what the world needs: more dudes with podcasts. But I promise to make them short and sweet and maybe a little informative, maybe a little insightful. So what do we got up first? We do have a VHS tape. I just picked this up yesterday at a Half Price Books. It's a chain of used books and movies here in the Twin Cities, but I think they're around the Midwest. But this is called Fantastic Dinosaurs of the Movies. Check out this tagline: Gorgo, Rodan, Godzilla, and more. Now, aside from like the $2 sticker price, I had to pick this up. Nowhere else will you see Gorgo headlining over Godzilla. What? This is nuts. So I haven't had the pleasure of watching it yet, but let me read some of the box art for you and go over some of this. So indeed, we have some images of Godzilla, some other kaiju. This looks like King Kong and the Pteranodon from the first film. We have some creatures from maybe the Ray Harryhausen school of filmmaking. Yep. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, the Giant Behemoth. We have The Lost World, the Willis O'Brien classic. Yeah, so see the wizardry of special effects geniuses, including Willis O'Brien, Jim Danforth, and Ray Harryhausen, titans of monster science fiction cinema. Let me read the back here. Only Hollywood could show how scary it would be to live with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, the very word, means terror. This compilation of rarely seen, thrill-packed trailers, shorts, and movie clips capture our greatest fears with the greatest prehistoric sci-fi, plus modern-day monsters like Godzilla, Gorgo, and Rodan. Why did it? Whoever wrote that alone knows what they're talking about. To highlight Gorgo and Rodan, Two pictures I recommend checking out. As they continue, see Gertie, the animated dinosaur from 1909. Yep. The original Lost World from 1925 with Willis O'Brien stop motion animation. So realistic that audiences believed it was a film of real dinosaurs. I mean, because it was the first of its kind. Such a movie had never been seen, let alone such special effects. Claymation's not the term, but if you think of that, that puts you in the right headspace, anyways. So Willis O'Brien, his King Kong is also here, and Ray Harryhausen creating monsters in Sinbad movies, Jason and the Argonauts, Mysterious Island, and others. See Journey to the Beginning of Time with its Stegosaurus, Trachodon, Brontosaurus, and Mammoth. Fantastic giant lizards in the remake of Lost World. Thrilling King Dinosaur, not such a thrilling movie, but hey, go check it out on Tubi. The Giant Behemoth and the Giant Gila Monster, The Loch Ness Horror, The Land That Time Forgot, Jim Danforth's incredible Jack the Giant Killer, It Came From Beneath the Sea, Them, plus the Stone Age Valley of the Dragons, the Furry Fury, the Furry Fury of Tarantula, and the Venus Monster Run Amok in 20 Million Miles to Earth, plus Journey to the Center of the Earth, the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, Reptilicus, Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Land Unknown, Raquel Welch in the Clutches of a Pterodactyl in 1 million years BC, and more. Prepare yourself for mayhem and panic when dinosaurs ruled the earth. This is 75 minutes of trailers, clips, and other scenes from dinosaur movies. Some science fiction like The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, some fantasy like Jason and the Argonauts, and then some straight up caveman movies like 1 million years BC. All these movies you absolutely should check out. Some of them we do talk about on the podcast, the ones I just mentioned, among others, King Kong, of course. And yeah, this is Fantastic Dinosaurs of the movies. Support your local bookstores, people. You never know what you're going to find. And then follow Camp Kaiju Monster Movie Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And until next time, stay campy.